All right, let's get this show started!
Ilia Topuria sleeps Charles Oliveira with brutal knockout, nearly brawls with Paddy Pimblett after UFC 317 main event. Ilia Topuria achieved his dream of becoming a two-division champion after scoring a brutal first-round knockout on Charles Oliveira to cap off the UFC 317 main event. It was another stellar performance from Topuria after he unloaded a devastating right hook that effectively put out Oliveira on the feet, but the former featherweight king connected with a left behind it for good measure before the brawls hit the canvas. The fight was stopped a split second later with the official end time coming at 2:27 in the first round. With the win, Topuria becomes the new UFC lightweight champion with a third straight knockout over a future Hall of Famer after finishing Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski and Max Holloway in consecutive fights. "I already said it. I represent the new generation of mixed martial arts," Topuria said after his win. "This is the next level of the game. This is what I represent. I did exactly what we had planned." Boom. His lights were out. Topuria wasted no time then turning his attention to the next crop of potential contenders after immediately identifying Paddy Pimblett and Arman Tsarukyan as challengers. While Tsarukyan probably deserves the opportunity more than anybody else, Topuria's personal problems with Pimblett took center stage on Saturday night after he invited the Liverpool native into the cage with him. "We have some fucking pussies in this arena," Topuria shouted. "There is a blonde bitch. There is a guy that when it comes time to deliver, his back hurts. Whoever is ready for me, I'm here. Listen, I don't think Paddy is going to accept it. But if he thinks that he's ready, come on you blonde bitch. Bring that bitch here." A moment later, Pimblett climbed over the guard rails and into the cage. He actually gave Topuria credit for a job well done, but then the trash talk started. "That was a heavy knockout," Pimblett said. "You will not knock me out. You know you can't knock me out. You know I don't get knocked out. I finish you, little man." Topuria jawed right back at him as the fighters got nose-to-nose with security trying to prevent the situation from exploding. "You're getting knocked out," Topuria said just before shoving Pimblett. Pimblett just smiled and pointed back at Topuria as the fighters continued shouting at each other, but they likely set the stage for one of the biggest matchups the UFC could possibly promote right now. Prior to that altercation, Topuria first had to win the title, and that came in devastating fashion with his win over Oliveira. There was no feeling out process, with Oliveira landing a big left hand and Topuria firing right back at him as the bombs started dropping early. A clash of heads opened a nasty cut over Oliveira's eye as he tried to drag Topuria to the canvas. While Oliveira tried valiantly to grab onto any potential submission, Topuria just kept slipping free until he returned to his feet and he invited his opponent to meet him there. In the very next exchange, Topuria unloaded the combination that put Oliveira down and out on the canvas in jaw-dropping fashion. Afterwards, Oliveira eventually got back to his feet where he praised Topuria as the fighters embraced and shared a few words together. Now the Topuria era begins at lightweight and he's got a slew of challengers awaiting him, but nothing probably bigger than settling the bad blood with Pimblett in the near future.